been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. And now the New York Knicks starters. Thompson is out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Ayton. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Kuminga in at the 4. And for the Raptors, we've got Williams. Colin Sexton is out there with Anthony Simons. Then there's Williamson. And it's Klingon in at the 5 spot. And here we are, Greg, about a third of the way through the season. Is it too early to talk about MVP?
Some people debate that even before the season begins. I think we do have a front runner, but out of respect for the field, I'll keep that to myself.
Lays it up off the glass.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Curry on the wing. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Mr. Williamson takes the 3. That one's in, his first shot this game.
O'Hare Zion 3. When it goes in, you just take it. It's like found money in the couch.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Darko Rajakovic and I got a chance to talk for a little bit. We discussed Steph Curry, of course, and what he advised his team to do against him. Coach said, I told our guys that we have to be right up on him, to fight over screens and not allow him to feel comfortable out there. A huge task for any defense, and we'll see if this one is up to the challenge. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And Sexton slams it in.
Sexton seeing the floor, knowing where to run that time. Good pace.
Here we are sizing up GA. Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Simon's on the wing. Back to Williams. Klingon the screen for Williams. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Raptors.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. You seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
Now here's Curry. To end the run. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Toronto, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Bounce pass, Simons. Williamson, the pass to Simons. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer, and now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking. Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Curry passes to Thompson. New York, no good that time either. It's been a quick start here for Toronto. Williams inside, defended by Kuminga. Nice defense from Kuminga. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here.
You know, Murphy at his size, 6'8", playing that wing position, such impressive versatility from him, especially when you consider how great a shooter he's becoming.
Now here's Curry.
That's a whistle. He did not want to hear his second foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter.
And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line. First trip to the line for him here.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
And Toronto making a change here. James is checked in. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Pass to Curry. Ayton, a screen on Simon. And here is Ayton. Some nice passing by New York here. 4 on the clock. Kuminga, screen on Simon. Offline with his 3.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
And it's Williams throwing it down.
What a jam by Williams, just springing off the floor and throwing it down.
Here's Curry. The rebound by Simon.
One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Curry. Raptors knocking down the tray. Ayton, a screen on Simon. Takes the 13-footer, and it falls over the rim and in.
It's not talked about a lot, but Steph is fast, so whether he's firing or passing, the defense is pretty much on their heels, especially in the screen and roll.
James gets the bucket.
When the defense looks soft early on, they've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
Curry against Simon. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds for the Knicks as New York retains possession. Tries a 3 off the inbound. And that's good. Stephen Curry for 3. Curry's got 7 points.
How many times have we seen this? You give Curry an inch, and that ball's gone.
James with it. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Curry outside. Again, Curry missing.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Simons kicks to James. Clingan the screen for James. And it's Clingan with the jam.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Wagner's checked in for Clingan. Simons against Curry. Happy to see that one going after missing 6 of his 9 shots today.
And that's Curry showing some of that toughness, not going to shy away from contact.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. LeBron James is still dominating at an age where most players are well into their retirement. How does he do it? He said, show up, put the work in, and then go out and trust it. I'm just trying to push the limit. See how far I can take this thing. It's me versus Father Time. Kevin, back to you.
And David, that's one you're always going to win against Father Time. Hey, thank you for the report. Ayton dishes to Thompson. Curry against Williams. There's Kuminga. Great D that time from LeBron.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable. We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
James looking around. Kicks it out to Wagner. His three-pointers off the mark. And so it's the Toronto Raptors. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their transition game has been in full effect. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Raptors enjoying a nice lead here.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
We've got Mo Wagner and Fernie Simons out there with James. And it's Abdul Rahim in at the four-man position. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Bull can't hit.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Williams. Fast break, Toronto. In the pass to Abdul Rahim. The second effort, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
Taking 2 shots.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch.
The previous player is under review.
We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people.
After review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Sexton, he's checked in for Toronto. Here's Couldnt. He has yet to score. Exum kicks the Bull. Shot clock at 6. Rebound by the Raptors. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Sexton, and again, no good by Toronto.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Lowry feeling it out a bit. Pass to Bull. And stolen by Sexton. Here's Simons. Oh! what a jam! Simon!
Sexton bullying a bit there in that possession.
New York calls timeout. The Raptors making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And then for New York, Kuminga's come in for Bol. Thompson comes in for Exum. And Curry subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Now here's Thompson. Outside Williams. Pass to connect. And stolen by Williams. Thompson against Sexton. Now here's Simons. Not a lot of room. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3. The NBA scoring explosion, Brent, hasn't slowed down. We're getting record-setting offenses, it seems like, every single season.
Yeah, Kevin, lots of factors going into that. Obviously, more three-pointers being taken and figuring out the math of the game. But let's give credit to the players and the work that they're doing in the off-season in terms of getting better with their skill. To be able to shoot that basketball and seek out the most efficient shot on the court.
Now here's Sexton. Wagner passes to LeBron. Wagner a screen on Kuminga from 11 feet away and off the prime, and in it goes. LeBron's got 6.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Curry against Simon. Outside Curry. Pass to Williams. Outside for Curry. Clock is at 3. Lets the 3 fly. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 14 points for him.
What else can you say about Steph Curry? Simply one of the greatest shooters we've ever seen.
Curry against Simon. Oh, the power on that prudent.
Unreal. Just shocking the defense here. They couldn't keep up with Simon's nimbleness.
Curry against Simon. There's the 3. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
Yeah, and he had to be tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Thompson dishes to Curry. Puts up a deep 3. Curry with another miss.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Now here's Curry after LeBron James's miss. That one falls.
It just doesn't seem to matter. Steph maintaining his focus. It just takes a ton to throw him off balance.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's ready to talk things through with the team. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Sexton the pass to James. Jacks up a 3. The Knicks pull it in. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Stolen by Thompson. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. The 3. Here's Williams. And he drops in the layup off. The glass.
Yeah, you see how Williams gets his points. So many of them come off of teammates' missed shots.
Williams against Thompson. To the inside. Here's Abdul-Rahim. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Williams has got 3 assists in the game. He's listed at 6'5", but Brent, Jalen Williams seems so much bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor than the measurements you look at on paper. This guy plays bigger. He's got a great frame. He's got great strength. He's got great poise. And there are a lot of people who are going to recognize just how talented Jalen is.
Here's Williams. Following the basket by Robert Williams. Thompson for the triple. The shot comes out.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Couldn't picks one up.
There's a lot of things that they love about Jalen Williams, but his polished all-around game is something appreciated. He can fill the roles and fill the holes for whatever they need to do.
And Williams drops them both. Knicks trail by 17. Curry kicks the ball. Over Williamson. Bull can't hit. Toronto, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. And so Curry will bring it up for New York. 34 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Williams, a screen on Sexton. Curry kicks to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Curry for the 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Abdur-Rahim's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Bull sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
And so it's Toronto out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David, thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half,
But look here now at New York. They don't get their home opener until next game. But tonight, they start this new season on the road.
switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the Toronto Raptors.
They've been...
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan.
And after a very... A lopsided first half. We'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And New York looking at who they've got. Bull out there with Trey Murphy. Then there's Lowry. Then there's Dante Exum. And it's Ayton in at the center filling out the middle. Bull, the pass to Ayton. And that one, good. Ayton's got the first basket of the second half. That one for New York. Williamson outside. Back to Simons. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, I think the kids would say Simons is in his bag. Is that right?
Here's Lowry, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Simon. New York shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And when we're talking about guys who just can think the game of basketball while they're playing it, Kyle Lowry is up there with the best. He just shows up in every aspect of his game.
Simons finds Williams. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. They double him with Ayton. 6 on the shot clock. Simons from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Lowry passes to Exum. Bol, a screen on Sexton. Pass to Bol. Shoots it. And it's Toronto with the rebound. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Williamson, and Williamson throws it down.
Oh, Zion, those 2 points felt like a mini earthquake.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Simons against Lowry. To the left wing. Fires the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. He has 5.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
That's a 2 from Simons. Again, Toronto.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Ayton, a screen on Simons. Lowry passes to Ayton. Can't get it to fall. Toronto leading by 16. Pass to Klingon. Outside, Sexton. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Raptors lead by 18.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
New York calls timeout. Kuminga's come in for Bol. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Right side Lowry. That's tipped. Here's Simons. 12 points for him. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this tell what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Lowry against Simons. And there it is for him. Kuminga's got his first bucket of the night.
Some textbook execution in the screen and roll. Kuminga knowing exactly where to get to ahead of time.
Outside Williams. Inside Williamson. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Knicks trail by 16. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. James checked in for Toronto. And then for New York, Thompson, he's checked in for Exum. And Curry subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Curry's shot is off. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the Toronto Raptors. Here's Klingon. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Klingon's got 9.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
It's Thompson off the drive. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Klingon's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Floats it up for Williamson. It's stolen by Curry. Klingon with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Simons the pass to James. And he gets the jumper to drop. 8 points for him. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Raptors.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And not to mention, they're playing with great activity. A lot of block shots, good hands, active hands, nothing easy for the opposition.
And you know what makes Zion so much fun is that I don't think there's a comp for him. The combination of power and skill, you throw in that he's a lefty, and we've never seen someone like him in the league.
Greg, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
Outside Williams. Step back shot. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Blocked again.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And there's the call on Curry.
Timeout.
That's foul number 2 for him. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Simons. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Simons has got 14 points for the game.
And I'm going to watch the coaching staff to see how many times they're going to call Anthony Simons' number with the way he's got it going here.
Pass to Thompson. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Thompson's got his first basket. Toronto leading by 21. Now, here's Wagner. He's covered by Ayton. Wagner passes to Simons. And the layup is good. Simons has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Ayton a screen on Simons. Curry's shot is off.
A bit shocking that he has not registered one made field goal in the quarter, guys.
Simons on the wing. Again, Simons missing. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And they pick up 2.
Well, he's 1 for 5 in the quarter, and his body language is saying a lot about where his confidence is. Rattled just a little bit. Maybe the next open look will start him up.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Back to James. Over Thompson. And James gets it to go on the assist by Simons. Simons has got 5 assists tonight. And here is Curry. It'll count. Count it! He caught it!
That's how you do it. Stay patient, wait for the opportunity, and boom.
That's exactly how you want to. Close out the quarter, too, with some confidence.
What a performance from Anthony Simons. He has been the and a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful team.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel Nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Colin Sexton. So Williams out there. James is out there with Wagner. And it's Abdul Rahim in at the power forward. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Raptors leading by 22. Driving inside. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got his 3rd assist on the night. Now here's Curry. Over Sexton. Curry's shot is off. And so James will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Here's Abdul Rahim. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Now connect. And Curry, here we go. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Williams. James outside. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Good on the 3-point shot. LeBron's got 7 now in this quarter.
Over his long career, James has worked on his 3-point shot. Kudos to the King.
Connect sends a screen for Curry. With so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
Here's James. Exum pulls it in. The Knicks have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Curry can't get it to go.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Here's Gillespie, guarded by Curry. Just 5 to shoot. From deep, James. That's a miss. His 5th, 8 made field goals. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Curry outside, and the Knicks miss again.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Pass to Gillespie. Now Wagner, and finish off by Wagner.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Up top, Curry. Outside, Williams. To the right side. Just his first attempt. James with some nice D. Here's the Raptors with the ball. They're on a 9-1 run. Brent is a guy who has played with winning teams, been in terrific cultures, and currently in one with the Spurs. What do you think is more important? Team culture or raw talent?
Well, I believe in the culture carrying teams to a championship, but you can't do that without talent. So it's got to be a blend of both, Kevin, in order for your team to perform at its highest level. Culture comes first.
Pass to Wagner. To the middle. Here's Abdul Rahim. Makes it off the glass.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
It's Curry outside. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Gillespie. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here's Curry. Sinks that one from the post. Curry's got 24 points.
Yeah, all those things that Steph does before the game, and you think there's no way he's pulling those off in the game. Guess what? He's pulling them off in the game.
James. An idea of voter fatigue, Brent. Do you feel voters get tired of the same guy winning every single season?
Yeah, I think they do, Kevin. And it's a shame because, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years down the line, those players looking back at the statistics from any given season deserve to be the MVP or all defense. And I hope that maybe that atrophy doesn't take place this year.
Free throw good, James. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Here's Toronto now. They're on a 19-5 run. Here's James. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. He's got 25.
So many years, and the body still holding up for LeBron James. Wow.
Outside Lowry. Pass to Bull. And it's Toronto with the rebound. LeBron's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Raptors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for LeBron.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
And the shot goes down.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Three-pointer, Lowry. And it's Toronto with the rebound. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. LeBron passes to Clark. To the paint. Stolen by Connect. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Williams. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Capitalizing on the error, grinding out points. You gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much. LeBron, in the fourth quarter, were you looking to be aggressive?
Yeah, just try to close the game out. You know, my teammates looked for me in the fourth quarter to close the game out with my scoring and just my playmaking ability. So, you know, to be able to go out there and come through for it means a lot.
I know they're used to it by now, but I know you're still happy with the win. Congrats. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, LeBron James.
I'm done.